Let's
So,
go, Jojo.
welcome to my ASMR live sound assortment. So, I have a couple different things.
Okay.
This is a sort of like a ball full of Orbeez. I don't know if you could see that.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
And it
Gorge,
has
gorge.
these little like styrofoam beads in them, I guess. Anyways, it sounds really cool when you place it on a microphone. So, I hope the mic will pick it up. Let me just turn my
Let it
gain
rip.
up a little. All
Let it rip, Jojo.
right, here we
Okay.
go.
Oh my God. Hi, friends. This is Wildly Unprepared. I'm your unprepared host and new best friend, Tyler Mount. Each episode, myself and my other best friend, Ashley,
Hi, girls.
producer to the stars, aka me, gossip and kiki about life and talk to some of the most interesting people on the planet. So let's dive in. I hope you're prepared because I'm certainly not.
Hi, Ty.
Hi, Ashley.
How you doing?
Oh, I am doing well. I have a Band-Aid on my arm right now, and it's pulling.
Ooh, your
It's
hair.
pulling the hair. Yeah, I had to go get my, just like my physical blood draw. And I'm going to be honest, I have rescheduled it 3 times.
Classic.
Yeah, I always scheduled it on a Saturday morning, and I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
because
that's a terrible time.
I was like, I can't go and have my doctor see my blood alcohol content. I don't know they don't test for that, but like certainly my kidney and liver enzymes are elevated on Saturday morning if I'm hungover. You know what I mean? So I finally did it. Rebecca, the nurse, was so sweet. She did
Okay.
it real quick, in and out, and we got on with our business. But are you like scared of needles? Is that a issue for you?
No, you remember when we used to do our IVs? I would stare at the needle. Please, I'm the opposite.
Well, I guess that is true. Ashley is referring to the fact we didn't just do IVs in our house. We did have a membership where we would go and get weekly IVs together to like regenerate and get some vitamin
Because
D.
we both had scary low vitamin levels.
Yeah. I was like so depressed last winter and I was like, I don't know why this is happening. And then I went to the doctor. They were like, you have no vitamin D in your body. So I bought a red light panel. I started supplementing with vitamin D. I went and got a vitamin D infusion. And boy, did that just wake me right up, honey.
We love that. Yeah, I mean, I would get my B12, my little Flintstone smelling vitamin. It was the best
Oh, yeah,
time.
that's true.
It's just like
B12, B
so
complex.
expensive, but I would love to just go back to those days.
The good
You like
days where we
sit
were
in a big
swiping on a credit card.
lounger. Yeah, no, literally.
I'm
I
now on my
miss-
best behavior.
I miss
You know
my
this
credit
about me,
cards.
Ashley,
I do.
and you're on your best behavior. I love swiping a credit card.
Same. I miss it. I miss the thrill.
I just miss
Of
the thrill of
free
it
money.
being free. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler, it wasn't free.
It wasn't.
But now I'm on my best behavior, and I mean, we are on the road. We are on the road to Thrive Nation.
Wait, do you know
honey.
what's funny about this? So
Nothing?
famously,
Nothing.
no.
What?
I
Okay.
think all the girly pops are in the same place because I mean, I've been on this journey of using my debit card since like last November, let's say.
Yeah. I've only
And
used my
you've-
debit card since, I don't know, February, March?
Yeah, like you similar right after. So I was going to an engagement party last Friday. Hold your
Shocking.
comment. Yeah. Okay. I
Shocking.
said hold the comment.
Okay.
And it was in New Jersey. And I was like, oh, like we got to go get a card and a bag and a bottle of champagne or whatever before we show up. So me and my friend go to a store and like obviously we're splitting it. So I didn't pull out my card because I saw her have Apple Pay on her phone. Like, and I was like, and then she goes to pay and like rummages through her bag. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like I thought you had your credit card out. I could have just grabbed my card. And she goes, I did, but like I'm trying to do this thing where I only use my debit card. I was like, girl, please, me too. The cashier goes, oh my God, me too. 2 girls in the back of the line from us are like, girl, save. I'm like, okay, so all the girls are just in this together.
Yeah. I would swipe. And then I was like, intervention, we cannot do this anymore. I obviously paid off those credit cards, but the concern is I'm just going to go do it again. So now
we
I'm
gotta
like,
learn. We have
if
to
the
learn.
cash isn't in not a savings account, the checking account,
Yep.
it can't get spent. right? And I'm not doing it. I'm not touching it. I don't have auto draft protection on purpose because then I would just go swipe knowing that, yeah, I'll buy $500 worth of Botox, but it's no big deal because it's going to come right out of the savings account. Nope, it's off. So I'm going to get an overdraft notice if I do that. I'm going to get a ding, ding, ding fee and a penalty. Not here, not now, not today, honey. Ash, I think it's time. I need to know who our
Yes.
guest is today.
Okay, let's dive in. So, this person's work is known to help relax people, may be more efficient than melatonin in helping them fall asleep, or may even make them feel tingles. Where are you going with that?
I really have no idea. I really have no idea. Okay, wait, keep going.
Okay. This person has a way of turning the most ordinary, routine tasks into an extraordinary experience.
Routine tasks into a okay, I'm go like my initial idea was like a professional cuddler.
Okay.
Okay.
That would be wrong.
Well,
but
I mean, like you said, melatonin. Then
Yeah.
routine tasks.
yeah.
I'm like, is it like weirdly like sexualized? Like, I don't know. Okay, keep going. Number
No.
three. Number three.
I mean, the tingles.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm confused by the
This,
tingles.
I think this will set you straight,
Okay.
but this is actually something that I don't want to say hate, but dislike, and I'm obsessed with and bring up every single time I'm near this microphone.
Oh my God, I'm going to absolutely kill myself. Are we talking to like a world famous ASMR eater?
An ASMR artist. You do know I love the food ones, but Jojo here does some in a barber shop. We have some nice, like, sound bathy ones, I would say.
Jojo, welcome
Hello.
to the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me, Tyler. Nice to meet you, and good to
Oh.
meet you too, Ashley.
Wait,
Good to meet you.
from down under? Like
Down
Louis?
under. G'day, mate. How you going? Yeah,
Oh
that's it.
my gosh. I
Obsessed.
could die. Wait. Wait. Wow. I mean, if you couldn't tell, I really never know who's going to show up. So explain to me, forgive me, I don't know your work, because if you couldn't hear the intro, the idea of someone like chewing, smacking in my ear makes me want to respectfully die. But I know I am in the minority here, right?
It's my favorite thing in the whole world. I
She's
watch
not kidding.
ASMR every single day.
I'm
So.
like,
Yeah.
I love pimple popping, but okay, wait. Jojo, welcome to Wildly Unprepared. If you can't tell, we are wildly unprepared here.
He's like, yeah, I got that.
Tell me about your work. Let's hear.
Firstly, thank you so much for having me. It's so nice to be here. I love talking about what it is that I do. It's still really new, I guess, so it's always great to talk about it. So ASMR just stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, and it's just like a long, convoluted way of describing that weird, maybe like tingling sensation you might experience on your head, maybe when you were younger as a kid, someone drew on your back or something like that, or read to you a bedtime story, or maybe you were at a doctor's appointment and someone like did a cranial nerve exam on you. And it's just like these little sensations that make you, I don't know, feel safe and sort of give that tingling, satisfying sort of feeling. And that's all that ASMR really is. And it's, I would say today it's way more normalized, but certainly like 9-10 years ago when I started doing ASMR is way more taboo, like you said, and much more polarizing. And some people love it, some people hate it. Me personally, I mean, I've been doing this for 9-10 years. I hate the sound of hearing people eating food, so I'm with you on that one, brother. But yeah, as in terms of like using it to help me fall asleep or feel relaxed or wind down, especially in such a loud, busy, chaotic world that we live in, it's been great for me personally. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do. I just whisper into a microphone, except for now.
How did you discover the talent?
Yeah, so I think I was in high school and I had an English exam the next day. And so I just looked up videos to go to sleep on YouTube. And then I found this weird thing called ASMR. And I didn't really know what to make of it at first. I'm like, is this sexual? Is this like therapeutic? And I just gave it a chance. And it was just a woman. She was just reading a book. And I thought, wow, this really unlocked like a core memory I had when in preschool. My preschool teacher would just like read a book, and the sound of her like opening and turning the pages and like tapping on the spine of the book and sort of tracing each letter on the title of the book. It was just something so, I don't know, satisfying. And I just thought, why not give this a go? I mean, and so one night I just booted up iMovie and I just clicked record, and it's all history from there.
And I mean, you've been very successful with it. So,
Thank you.
Jojo.
like millions of followers. Let's just
Wait,
say that. Like,
Jojo,
very successful.
So our producer, Kate, not my on-screen producer, Ashley, okay? Kate is always feeding us information because I really don't know the guests ahead of time. Wait, you must be joking. 2 billion with a B lifetime views?
Yeah, I'm just as clueless as you are too. Like at times I pinch myself and I think, why am I here? Like sometimes I don't know, I have imposter syndrome. I'm like, I don't either deserve to be here, or I don't know what I did, but for whatever reason here I am. So I'm just as aghast and surprised as you are every day. Yeah.
Jojo, I am so glad you're here. I am the opposite of an ASMR artist. I'm as loud as they come, okay? Now, I will say, is ASMR in the same category as like white noise?
Yeah, I would say so. I think like my parents would go to sleep just like, and they had to have Big Brother on. You know what I mean? Like there are people that just need
Yeah.
like TV on, or they need to hear something and it just helps them relax and go to sleep. And I think ASMR is really an extension of white noise. And so the idea that some people don't watch ASMR content to feel the tingles, some people just put it on to help them fall asleep. And so it really is great because so long as you're quiet, ASMR can mean so many different things to people. Some people watch like ASMR eating shows. I personally don't, or like they want to have lunch or eat a meal with another person. And so their favorite content creator might be like eating some food and then you can join them for lunch. Or maybe you need to go to sleep, so you put on an ASMR video. Maybe you just want to feel the tingles, so you watch a different video. So it's great because you can do what it can mean. It's very subjective what ASMR means to every person. I mean, it hasn't even been around for, officially for more than 20, 30 years. And so I think there's definitely a lot of room for exploration in the scientific field to see what the cause and correlation and cause and effect is of ASMR content on a person's brain and their how they feel and stuff like that. So it's really exciting when universities or people are interested in putting more research into the scientific field around ASMR and exploring that. And so my hypothesis, can I tell you what my hypothesis
Please,
of
this
ASMR
is your platform.
Yes.
Let's go.
So what I think ASMR and that whole tingling sensation and that, my theory is it goes all the way back to when we were great apes and we would sort of like groom and sort of pick like the bugs and like the debris and the stuff off each other and just sort of taking that off. And it's sort of really similar when someone like scratches your back or sort of, combs your hair. And I think it just sort of, you sort of are rewarded in the nervous system with that relaxation, that sort of tingle responses back when we were monkeys, just sort of like picking off bugs from each other and grooming each other.
That is a wild hypothesis.
What do you think?
And I let me tell you, this is what my hypothesis is, which is equally as scientific, but yours feels probably a little bit better. Okay, I have always thought that ASMR triggers some part of the brain that's linked to nostalgia. Hear me out. And the fact that you started being like, it reminded me of being in pre-K, right? We know that sense, smelling, olfactory, right, is the longest sense tied to memory, okay? But also, sound can obviously impact us equally. And I have a very unscientific idea that ASMR makes me feel nostalgic, but that's strange because like I've never had a woman eat a pickle in my ear. Not that I can remember, but I'm like, maybe it has something to do with the tickle in the brain is like quite literally the short-term memory interacting with the long-term memory required for nostalgia, and that tickles. Your
I
ink
think
theory
maybe
is just as crazy
yeah.
as mine, Jojo.
I think you may be onto something. I think it's like, yeah, something that goes back to maybe when we were like in the womb, something about like hearing your mother's voice, something about like, yeah, just that sort of comfort, that sort of safeness, that safety and stuff like that. I think there's, yeah. I mean, it's really
Wait,
interesting.
I was gonna say I think it's the isolated sound, which kind of goes to that because I can imagine in the womb you're not hearing everything because I feel like even the ones when someone's like washing the it's just like the isolated sound or like the
Mm,
isolated crunch that like tickles your brain.
I think
yeah.
I think that's fair. You're talking about like almost like nostalgic sounds, right? I'm going back to the nostalgia idea. I don't know why I'm remembering this, but the most nostalgic sound and comforting sound to me as a human is deep cut, would be like falling asleep in my dad's arms while he was singing in church.
I love
Wild,
that.
right? Like being up on his chest and hearing him breathe and sing like whatever Catholic hymn they were singing at the time. What type of ASMR do you specialize in? Like, is there a specialization? How do you know what I mean? Like, how does this work?
Sure. So I would say there are obviously what's great about ASMR is so long as you're quiet relatively, you can really do whatever you want. So like mentioned earlier, people watch eating shows, hearing like the sound of people chewing food. But for me personally, I specialize more in the more classic type of ASMR, which is strictly to help people fall asleep or to just wind down and get the tingles. So I would say I specialize more in helping people fall asleep by making sounds with different, I guess, triggers, which are really a lot of the time just like kids' toys. Or sometimes I will simulate a situation or act as a character, whether it's a doctor performing like a cranial nerve exam or giving you a barbershop haircut, or it could be being a suit tailor or whatever it may be, just like simulating those ASMR situations that you might have experienced without even realizing it in your life.
And how do you like come up with your new triggers?
Yeah, it's really great. Shopping is now a completely different experience being an ASMR person because
My
now I
God,
just
yeah.
like you go to well, we have Woolies or Coles down here in Australia, but you
Yeah, of
guys have like
course.
Aldi and what do you have like Walgreens and stuff like that.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
like I go to a Walgreens and I'm tapping on oranges and like people are like, what's wrong with this guy? So
You're like,
like
let me just see this real quick.
like wait, this orange, it sounds so good. So yeah, shopping is really funny because I think my mantra around this is like one man's trash is another man's treasure. And like sometimes I literally just find like straight up rubbish and I'm like, this sounds so good. I think one of my items, one of my props that my audience loves me using is an eraser case, like erasers. So I actually
Yeah.
take the eraser out and just make sounds with the case itself, and it sounds so good. And I just love the idea of one man's trash being another person's treasure. And for me, it's like I have an office full of just all sorts of random stuff that you would never think twice of, but in ASMR makes amazing sounds. So it really is just trial and error and just picking up something and listening to it. And so yeah, it's a lot of just experimentation.
So, I'm even like sitting here at my desk being like, everything here is ASMR. I'm like,
Exactly.
probiotics.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
No,
great. You can, like,
literally.
crunch it, sort of like
Yeah.
crunch it. Yeah.
That doesn't like relax your brain a little? Ooh, ooh.
It's not bad. That kind of
And
Right?
then
gets me going.
whisper. And then whisper while you do it.
What if I become the most famous ASMR artist because JoJo inspired me? Wait, so speaking of you being quite successful at this, I don't need to know numbers, JoJo, but like, do you do this for a living?
Yeah, I mean, for context, like, I will say this has been my first ever job. Like, I never had a job before this, so I
What
went
a
straight.
dream.
So I started in the end of high school, like maybe before the final year of high school, and it just started doing really well. And I was making pretty good money just as a high school kid. And I've just been so lucky, so blessed, and I'm very humbled that I've been able to just do this ever since as my first job. I know so many people who maybe they were working a part-time job and then transitioned to full-time content creation, but for my case, it's all I've ever known. So
You
I
just
mean,
crushed it right out the gate. Love
JoJo,
that.
I am a nosy motherfucker, and I just GPT'd how much does JoJo make per month, and it's.
I'm curious. I would like to see. I've never asked that. That's a good idea.
Okay, well, let me tell you. Let me tell you, JoJo. You're on my show, okay? Listen, okay, it's a vast range here, so I bet you're somewhere in the middle. It says your estimated YouTube ad earnings range from $66,000 to $198,000 a month.
Right. That's sort of like what the Social Blade stuff says, yeah. Yeah, it's like somewhere in between.
I'll take in between, babe.
I mean, I would take the low ends. Come on.
I'll take half the low end. Wait.
No,
and then
literally.
it says your estimated net worth from ASMR creation. This is a big range, okay? Ranges from $647,000 to $10.1 million creating ASMR content.
Yeah, it's definitely a number that is in that low to in that range.
A number.
It's like, and like I said,
good for you, JoJo. I don't need the details. I'm not here. This is not a gossip podcast. But all I'm trying,
that is incredible.
That is public data.
So
He didn't give away anything. I literally got on GPT and asked. But let me tell you, that is remarkable. And what we find doing this silly little podcast is that everyone we have is obviously wildly unexpected, but so niche. And if you are the best or you love doing anything niche, you can make good money doing it because you've kind of created, I'll say it, a revolution. You've created a niche and a niche and a niche, right?
Right. No,
and
yeah,
also,
it's true.
like, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have something? Because I have a change of subject.
No. I'm totally
questions.
just agreeing with what you're saying.
Everyone
well,
does.
I was just gonna say, you started this like a decade ago, so I feel like that's like ground floor of coming into this.
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting to compare the videos I'm now making with the team versus, 9 years ago when I was in high school and I just got a broken microphone and I booted up photo booth and I just clicked record, and now it's like it's now transcended to a semi-production studio where we are able to host big events and work and network with tons of creators, and sort of just try to be a hub for ASMR talents where we can all work together and grow together and stuff like that. I think my vision going forward ever since establishing White Noise has been putting the creators first, and it's no longer just about me anymore. Like, I love working with people, I love networking with other ASMR people, and I love helping them grow too. So yeah, that's just sort of been more my vision lately. Yeah.
What does a day in the life of someone who does this for a living possibly look like? Like, how are your teams brainstorming new video ideas? Are you doing short form content? Are you doing long form content? How much are you actually sitting and doing this all day?
A lot of what I do is about research, and it's not as much about being in front of the camera. A lot of it is to do with researching, figuring out what videos I think will not only perform well, but stuff that I find interesting. And I think finding that balance between identifying what your audience wants versus what you want to do creatively is always a battle that I'm constantly having to go through, like any other creator. So an average day for me would be like coming into the office, figuring out what videos or what projects we want to shoot. Now that I have a studio like this and I have a team, I'm able to allocate a little bit of a budget and put some production and make the content more meaningful. And so before, when it was just me as a one-man show filming from my apartment room, having to churn out videos, now we're able to like allocate a bit of production, a little bit of budget to all of our videos. So we're able to create mini sets for our video shoots and stuff like that. For example, like this week we had to shoot a video where I am pretending to be a doctor, giving the patient, the viewer, like a checkup. And so I'll say to my team, okay, here's the video we're wanting to shoot. Here's a budget, make a set. And so then they'll go ahead and create a set from scratch in the studio to simulate like a doctor's appointment room. And so then from there, we'll go from there.
Do you have like writers to write you a script?
With ASMR, a lot of it is just sort of ad lib, like kind of improvisational. And so we will have like a basic bones to go off and like a structure, but a lot of it is just, we just try to focus more on the experience rather than focusing in on that. There are some projects which do require more storyboarding, like you would see in a typical movie or a TV show, where maybe there are more like cuts and more the shots are more dynamic and whatnot. But a lot of the time, it's low to the ground, and people just want to watch videos to sleep. So we just focus in on that. Yeah.
Is there like a dream set we want, a dream
Yeah, like
storyline?
what is
Like, how are we deciding?
the Super Bowl, like, you know,
Yeah.
American football. Like, what is the Super Bowl? I don't know if he knows. The Super Bowl of ASMR. Like, where are
Sure.
we headed?
So we've recently, I would say, I mean, one of the great things about having a studio like this is we're able to have creators come over. And so just the other month, we did one of our most ambitious projects. Probably, like, we're really trying to, with this studio and with this space, to be able to take ASMR to levels which have never before been seen. And one of them was, we had 10 content creators, 10 ASMR creators from all over the world, from the United States to Singapore to Belgium to the UK, all fly out to the White Noise studio. And for just a week straight, we all filmed videos together. And it was the biggest in-person collaborative event the ASMR space has ever seen before, with creators from all over the world. And it's like, that's just something we would not have been able to do if I had made a little studio in my house. You can't have like 15, 20 people come over and just
Challenge
sit around
accepted.
in your lounge room. Oh, yeah.
Challenge accepted, Jojo.
So, like, it was great. Like, we're just able to host these these mecca events where, like, we can have people from all over the world come in, work together, grow together. So I would say, to answer your question, would be, like, next year we're going to do another one of these, but we'll have even more creators. And eventually it's like assembling the ASMR Avengers together, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just something we're able to now do because we have this massive hub in space and these resources to be able to make that happen.
So if I wanted to get into ASMR, okay, how would you recommend that someone like me get started?
Nice. You're already off to a great
I'm
start.
already playing the part, Jojo. I'm playing the part.
Okay, cool. So I think what's really awesome about ASMR is you don't need $1,000 microphone, expensive lights, fancy studios. You don't need a good camera. I mean, people like watching ASMR for you. And I think just being yourself, being authentic, being true to who you are is really important, and your audience notices that. And so whilst I now have this going on, I mean, when I first started, it was just me filming on my iPhone, and it was just a broken microphone, like, and that was still able to attract an audience because I was just being myself, and it resonated, I guess, with the audience. And so just being true to yourself and who you are, I think, and being authentic is so important, and the audience really notices that because ASMR is just so intimate. So yeah, just being who you are, like being as likable as you are, you'll crush it.
And you know, that's so funny because Tyler has built his entire brand and career on authenticity and that idea of just like show up as who you are, build your brand based on who you are, and like the rest follows. So like,
No, I love
this
that.
might
Yeah,
be your
it's
next
so
career
true.
step.
My next career step?
Yeah,
I think
it
so.
fits with your brand.
I'm
You
like,
just have to learn how to
anything
whisper.
to get me to retire. I'll do what I need to do. I feel like I'm witnessing. Oh my God, Ashley falls out of her chair, basically. She's so excited.
Sorry, I was so excited.
No, this is what I was going to say. Truthfully, I was like, I feel like I am witnessing a celebrity meet and greet with Ashley because Ashley is
literally.
absolutely obsessed with ASMR. She's probably seen hundreds of your videos. I am like, Ashley, what does that mean? What is that?
I'm just a nerd. It's just cute. Like, you know.
Oh, I love. Okay. Is this an Australian thing that we do?
No,
Or
it's
am I
like, you
That's
know, in
Gen
like,
Z.
yeah,
Oh.
you know, like in
He's not
anime,
on TikTok. He doesn't
Yeah.
know.
you know, in like
I'm not
Japanese
around
anime, they're just sort of like nervous. They're sort of like putting their fingers together, like, uh-oh. Like, yeah.
Uh-oh. That's it. Got it. Ashley, you're in a room with
Yeah.
your mediums, okay? Share. Your mediums, Celine Dion, okay?
Don't
What-
compare me to the queen, but
Yes,
fair enough.
you are the
Go
queen of
ahead.
ASMR, Jojo. Come on.
No, literally.
Ashley,
Yes.
Ashley, this is your opportunity to get skin in the game, to get a step ahead in the ASMR game, right? If you were to pitch Jojo, owner of White Noise, your ASMR channel, like this is
Well,
I have made a career asking when you're in the room, bitch, we're in the room. Let's go. What is your
my
ASMR?
dream isn't to be an ASMR artist. I'm way too loud. I just like to listen.
Okay, well, this is
Although,
a great opportunity.
I do
Are
love
we
She's a
hiring?
connoisseur.
Mike. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, hear me out. Entrepreneur thinking, here we go.
Here
You
we
have
go.
sommeliers of wine. Do we have an ASMR, a connoisseur of ASMR, okay, that can dictate and define different styles and different qualities and let's say vintages of ASMR?
But we need it to be like authentic to them because like I wouldn't have known to just cut up soap a million times, but they do that shit. And oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah. Sounds
Jojo-
good.
You know what I'm talking about? Because it's visually appealing too. Visually
I'll-
appealing. Oh my God. And the cleaning ones, like I was watching your barbershop one
Yeah.
earlier.
Thank you.
Loved. Oh my God. And I also like how you like list out what parts start where. So like because I do kind of like love the like washing noises, you know? So I
Yeah,
just
for
kind of
sure.
like
Should
No, I
I,
think you
see
jumped
myself
ahead.
out?
Yeah, you can.
I think so. I think we can take it over from here.
Okay,
Yeah.
please be my guest.
Do you know what I also love is when people do like the puppy spa and they like
Oh yes, they
wash
get the
their
dog.
paws. Yes.
I
I'm
love
like,
that,
You
yeah.
should do a whole like you could do like a adoption, like
a pet spa.
adoption thing. Like, yeah, do an event. Do an
Okay,
event.
you'll
and
get
then
like
do
a
bunch of
5%. You'll
ASMR.
get a 5% commission on all these ideas. I love
Verbal
that.
contract, verbal
Oh my God,
contract.
love.
Verbal contracts are legal in the United States.
I know you don't like the food ones, but the frozen wax candy too. I'm like,
Speaking of which, we're doing like we've frozen up a bunch of jelly and stuff like that. Have you seen the AI? Have you seen that AI ASMR?
yes,
Like
the
you know when
cutting
people are
of the
cutting
fruit.
the glass fruit. So
Yes, the
one of our
glass
next
fruit. Yes.
one of our next big video projects is, I mean, there is a real big fight back against like AI and stuff like that at the moment, and it's really affecting the ASMR space too. I mean, like AI ASMR is a huge thing, and so we're trying to do a video where we recreate the most popular AI ASMR like triggers, I guess, but we actually do them. So one of them is, it's a really fun creative challenge. So we've frozen a bunch of jelly and we're just trying to replicate like glass fruit, and we're going to cut it all. And then
Oh my
we have another
God,
one
you're a
where,
genius.
have you seen like the honey keyboards and stuff like that?
Yes.
Yeah. So
And
we're,
I love like the honeycomb too. I do
yeah,
love the honey.
I literally have honeycomb like right next door here. We've like gathered all these props. We're trying
Oh
to
my God.
recreate AI ASMR, but try to make it as real as possible. So that'll be a fun project of ours. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that. I always do feel a little guilty interacting with the AI ones because
Tyler
I'm
is
like,
so quiet.
I know.
For the first
All
time
of
in
a
my
sudden-
life, I'm practicing. I am floored. Keep going, Ashley. This is your meet and greet. Let's go. Babe. Let's go. This
love
is
I
your
just
time.
always feel guilty with the AI, but I'm sad that it's harming the community. But I do love the glass ones. But
It
I
is
go
like,
quick on
yeah,
them.
it's like it's bad, but you can't stop watching it.
I just like
saying.
have to look and I'm like, oh my God, like how do they
Damn,
do
that's
it?
good.
But I'm like,
Yeah.
it's a computer. But
One of
yeah,
them,
it's
have you
good.
seen, there's a literal Yeti, like there's a guy called Yeti ASMR, and it's just an AI generated Yeti, and he's just in like, I don't know where he's in, like some icy forest, and he's just doing ASMR. So we literally bought like
I haven't, but I love
super
that.
expensive Yeti costume. I'm going to dress up as a Yeti.
Ooh, the
pretending to,
crunching like of the snow
yeah.
or something.
Exactly.
Have you been
Yes.
doing keyboards? Like I love the different keyboards.
Oh,
clicky,
100%,
clacky, clicky,
yeah.
clacky. How many keyboards do you own? Tell me the truth.
Well, I could literally, like, they're next door. I have like 30 different keyboards,
Oh
and they're
my
all different
God.
sounding. I have this one
Yes.
called a cyberboard. That's really cool. I usually like
My God, what does
comparing
that do?
$1 keyboards versus like $1,000 keyboards, and people love comparing them. And yeah,
Yes, they all have different clicky clacks.
clickety
Oh
clacks.
my God, I love that.
I am horrified. I am.
Yeah, welcome
so
to our world.
pleased.
No,
I am
literally,
horrified.
like, oh my God.
Have you seen the honeycomb? Yeah, I love the honeycomb. What the fuck are y'all talking about? I am so thrilled.
I've literally tried to play these things for you, and you're like, oh my God, stop.
Every time I'm like, oh my God, it's giving me an aneurysm. I
No, that's
respect
okay.
it, Jojo, and good for you. you could buy 10 houses around the house I live in. Like, I get it. You win. Okay. I'm not fighting with you. You win. My question is, as a connoisseur of sounds, not me, you, as a connoisseur of sounds and sound making, if you had to list your favorite sound of all time, what would it be?
That's a hard question. So
Yeah,
many
I'm like,
good
whoa.
sounds, man.
I'm the Oprah of ASMR interviews.
How about this? You know what we can do? I have a couple little things just right over
Let's
here.
go.
Why don't I grab some things?
Yeah,
I hope the
yeah.
microphone will pick it up because I know
think it
we're
will.
online. But let me grab a few things. You guys keep chatting, and I'll grab some.
Oh my God. This is a
Ashley,
dream.
we're
This
getting
is
a
dream.
private concert from Celine Dion.
Oh, I'm so obsessed with this. Do you know what's kind of crazy though?
What?
When he was saying the white noise thing, and I hate white noise in your spa music, but like ASMR is everything to me. So I'm like, that's so interesting because you love a white noise.
I love
You
my white noise. I
a
love
spa
my
music.
ASMR. Sorry, I love my white noise. I love my spa music.
But then ASMR, it's like nails on a chalkboard. That's so interesting.
Yeah, it's it's like people who taste soap with cilantro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're just like lesser than, like
Yeah,
kind of how you
guys,
are
man.
about this.
But let's hear
I have
JoJo.
returned.
Oh, what are
I
we
have
doing?
returned. So
Let's go, JoJo.
welcome to my ASMR live sound assortment. So I have a couple different things.
Okay.
This is a sort of like a ball full of Orbeez. I don't know if you could see that.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
And
Gorge,
it has
gorge.
these little like styrofoam beads in them, I guess. Anyways, it sounds really cool when you place it on a microphone. So I hope the mic will pick it up. Let me just turn my
Let it
gain up
rip.
a little.
Let it rip, JoJo.
All right, here we go.
It is a no for me.
I loved that.
How
Oh,
was
JoJo,
my
give us the
God.
narration. Give us the narration.
That is like,
give us
ooh,
the
down the
ASMR
spine.
narration.
I was going to, but I don't know what to say. It's hard with this one because it's literally on the microphone. But yeah, it sounds so good. And so this
It
is
sounds
another
so
one.
good.
These are like sort of hacky sacks for juggling.
Oh, yeah.
Can't juggle, but gosh, these sound really good too. Here we go. I love looking at both of your faces. One of you is like, yes, absolute cinema. And then
No,
Tyler's just
literally.
like dying inside.
I'm like nauseous. Okay,
How is
keep going.
that
I love
hurt
it.
your ears?
It doesn't
sounds so
hurt my
good.
ears. It just sounds like
Death.
no.
Heaven.
It sounds like nausea. Like that is how
I
I
love
would
that.
describe it. Okay.
This is my last one. These are some of my favorite things I love. Sometimes I just go to. Do you guys have Kmart over there? You have.
Oh
yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
honey.
I'll just go to Kmart and I've just like ordered $400 of just like random stuff, and I'm like, this is amazing. And then the cashier is just like, why are you buying 300 brushes? Like, what's this like? So
Yeah.
this is the final thing here. So when I was talking earlier about finding the most random just things you wouldn't think twice of and it makes good sounds, this is one of them. So this is from like a car seat cushion, and so when you open up the car seat, it's made of this material. So we just sort of cut it up and we're squishing on it, and it sounds really nice. So
How
yeah,
did you
this
think
is-
to do that, JoJo?
I had great like ASMR friends of mine. We're all just like looking at stuff, so we'll always just like share each other's different favorite props and stuff like that. So
I love
this
that.
is from the inside of a car seat, and it sounds really nice. Have a listen. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Unsubscribe.
I was
I
not
love that.
imagining that.
Do you have a
at
It's
all.
so
personal account?
squelchy, isn't it? It's
Ugh.
so squelchy.
Do you have a personal account where I can follow you and none of your noises? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
there's a
None
link
of your
tree down
noise.
below. You can check it out. No.
Oh,
There
I
you go.
love this. Oh, Jojo. Wow. I was going to have you give us your best ASMR before you left, but you already volunteered. You're a man of the people through and through.
No, I
All
love
good.
I love
Of
this.
course.
I
Ashley,
will say-
this is your day. You say what you need to say, honey.
Oh,
I'm
no.
just Wildly Unprepared with Ashley Angerbag. You be my guest.
Just on the car seat thing, I was like, that's also one of my favorite things about ASMR is like I would never think of half these things. Like y'all
Yeah.
are so creative in finding like these noises.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, like, it's really funny when like people come over to the office and they see literally like hundreds of tubs, and like they're all just labeled like squishy, haircut, like balls, or like the list goes on, and it's just they just open up these trays and they're like, is this like some sort of weird dungeon here going on? Like, are these like
They're
all
like,
these
what is
different
this?
like yeah, but no, it's just yeah, it's literally just ASMR stuff, and it's so
love-
cool, and yeah, it's great. It's
Ooh,
like
you
the
ever
best
do
job
the
ever.
ice
I'm
cubes?
so happy.
I love that. You ever do the ice cubes?
Yeah, so
'Cause
we're
I also
doing
love an ice cube.
we did a wood soup recently. Wood soup is like you just get water and a bunch of like wooden blocks, and you just sort of play with it, like the
Okay.
wood in the water, and people really love it. Like I think
It sounds fun, aquatic.
yeah, exactly. So we're doing like a ice soup next, where we're basically just getting a ton of things that look like ice and just putting it in water and then adding some cool lighting. And I love experimenting with dry ice.
Ooh.
Dry ice, it gives that sort of
Haven't
like
seen that.
bubble sort of toil and trouble sort of vibes. So if you add that with like a little bit of detergent and stuff, like I feel like I'm explaining like a recipe for like
You are.
cooking. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and you get those satisfying bubble sounds, and so it's so much fun. It's like getting to be a kid and like trying to be a scientist. It's
Well,
great. It's the best.
You
job.
have bigger viewership than a lot of pop stars. Okay, that is undeniably
I don't
the
know
truth.
why.
I know why. You're authentic. We've already talked about this, Jojo. My question is, would you ever do this on tour? Because like the amount of followers you have, you could legit, I know for a fact, sell out Madison Square Garden and give everyone headphones and you do live
Silent
ASMR.
disco.
Do you
Silent
think people
disco.
would want to come and watch that? You think?
Yes, I would.
Really?
Well, Jojo, if you would have asked me 15 years ago if you could make a living being like,
That's so true.
the answer's
That's
no,
so true.
right? Your viewership, the science, the data, okay, data nerd, okay,
I love that.
would 100% showcase that people would listen to it. Imagine
Wow,
being
you
able to
think
see
so?
you. Yeah, well,
Okay.
yes, okay. Think about it. You talk about people are building an authentic relationship with you. Imagine the opportunity to be in Madison Square Garden and the Jojo, okay, is down there actually doing it live while everyone is listening on headphones. I get
That'd
to
be
interact
cool.
with Jojo. Am I the theatrical producer for your first live show?
There you go.
There you go.
Money in the bank. I'm like, we'll
I
pay
think it's
real
like,
well.
I think it's because I'm based in Sydney, so only less than 1%. I think like 0.5% of my audience is here, so I never get recognized. It's great. I get to.
I was gonna
like,
ask that.
live the quiet life where I get to just walk around and no one knows who I am. But I mean, like most of my audience is based in the US. So yeah, maybe that would check out, huh?
Wow. Did I just come up
Yeah.
with $1 billion idea for you?
I think so.
There you go.
I'm like, you know where to find me, right?
All right,
Um,
I've got your details.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. Ashley, I just feel rude interrupting you on your date.
No.
Please keep asking. Yes.
Oh my God. I'm like, what is your favorite like ASMR to do, or does it change?
Yeah, like
At
to
the
do, not
moment-
here.
Yeah, I think at the moment it would definitely be like ASMR, like role play videos where I'm a barbershop. Like I'm doing no, not like that. I saw like the
I
job.
was like, okay, Jojo.
So like I like to do like medical exam videos or
Okay, Jojo.
like the Johnny Sins of ASMR.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or like I do like a barbershop haircut, or I did a flight attendant video recently where you know we're able to like have a first class flight, and I'm sort of serving. This was actually quite funny, a little side story. So obviously I get my team to make a little set, I guess, and so what I wanted to do in this flight attendant video is sort of, you know, whenever you're on a flight, they sort of like show you the different snacks and they present like, here are the snacks we have. We have chips and we have cookies and we have, you want something sweet or savory and blah, blah, blah. So I got my team to like make a little cart of different snacks for me to present in this flight attendant video. And so I didn't check what the snacks are. I just trust the process. So I go in to record. I'm doing the video. I'm just improvising. So it comes to the point in the video where I'm like presenting the viewer the snacks. So I go over to the cart. There's tons of different colors. I'm like, great, this is probably all good. I pick up, like, the first thing I see, it's like salted peanuts or whatever, which is like, you'd see that on a flight. So I go to them. I'm like, would you like some salted peanuts? These are sourced from the springs of Zimbabwe. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
sure.
I'm like presenting these like salted peanuts, and I talk about them for a few minutes. Like, these are the highest quality peanuts, blah, blah, blah. Put down the peanuts. I'm like, okay, so I've just done like salty peanuts. Maybe we should get like something sweet now, like chocolate or something. So I like look through, I pick up the next thing. I'm looking, I'm like, okay, these are unsalted nuts. I'm like, all right. So I go back, I turn back to the camera. I'm like, these are unsalted nuts.
They sound totally different.
Totally
Totally
different. Those ones were peanuts. These ones are unsalted peanuts, but they actually have almonds in them too, which is like, to each their own. I don't want to yuck your yum. This is also valid choice. Okay, put them down. All right, now I really need something different, like some chocolate or chips. Pick up the next barbecue flavored nuts. Next thing I know, I've been talking about nuts for 45 minutes.
Same.
And so like,
Jojo
we just
same,
sort of,
honestly.
we just ran about it. And so yeah, sometimes things like that happen, but I think it's fun to incorporate that. And in the video, I'm like, oh God, I've just talked about nuts again. So,
Hey, nuts sell in certain
Yeah,
markets.
there you go.
Okay.
exactly.
Now look, I already did give you your $1 billion live New York City event idea. Trademark, all
Yeah.
rights reserved. Okay. But I do have more of a question and idea. And this is what I'll leave you with. Okay. ASMR has a traditional interface, I believe, right? It's like creator, potentially product, microphone. Follow me for a second. What if you did, or maybe this already exists, what if you did ASMR at such a scientific level that you, hear me out, you could be in like one of those silent rooms that people go crazy in because it's so silent, and have the most scientific recording devices to listen to like sperm swim.
Oh,
To
yeah.
listen to like
Your heart beating or something like
yeah,
that.
I'm like, yeah, but like that's a little bit too like we could hear with our ears. Like super, is it supersonic? I'm not an ASMR person. I'm talking about things not detected by the normal human ear, right? This just enhances what we can hear.
You mean like if you could hear like your eyelid like blink or something?
Yes.
Like
if
if
you
that
could hear
made a
the
sound.
blood pumping through your veins.
Yes.
Or
Or
I get that.
sperm swim. Or I don't know, I'm obsessed with
Yeah,
listening
you
to
really
sperm
Yeah,
swim.
that was
I
like
swim,
the
man.
first
Please,
thing. you wanted to
Jojo.
do.
You're like if you
Please,
could
Jojo, I need to hear it. Yeah, I'm like, that is what we need. Like, do atoms make a sound when they collide naturally? I don't know.
Let's find out. Right. No, it's a and we have done something like that. We went to an anechoic chamber is what you're describing, where
Yes.
it's an extremely quiet room which is super padded out. And obviously here in the White Noise studio we have tried to simulate something like that, but to the best of our ability. But anechoic chambers, they look ugly, whereas it's finding a balance between soundproofing and sound treating enough, but also being able to have the place look nice. So here in this recording studio I'm in, we've done something like that where it's really, really quiet. And I've managed to learn a lot about the science when I was constructing the studio with the team about how to create an optimal recording space for ASMR. There's soundproofing and sound treating, and it was really educational for me too to learn the science behind it. But yeah, we have done videos where we have gone to like the quietest room in the world, for example, and we have worked with like some of the most expensive microphones in the world that are like $60,000-$70,000 microphones. And
Wow.
but it's yeah, I'd definitely be interested in focusing in on the like really on the subatomic level, I think, of sounds, and putting a microphone to maybe someone's balls. I don't know, man. Like, if
Sperm.
you want to
You
hear the
love
sounds,
nuts.
going
From what we hear,
going
you love
off
nuts.
what you were saying, I mean, like, or hearing the sound of like blood going through someone, and I could hear it myself when I was filming in those rooms. It's
Of course you could.
yeah.
That
That's
is
so crazy.
wild. Okay, my last question for you, and then we have to let you go back into the ASMR universe. I think it's always interesting with creators because sometimes you're like, really proud of some work you did and you're like, this is going to be the best performing piece ever, and it flops. And sometimes you're like, this pile of trash.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
you're like, oh, it performs so well. Do you know your best performing ASMR video of all time? And if so, what was it?
My best performing video of all time was probably a video where I just collaborated with like 15 other ASMR creators, and they were all over the world, but it was all remote, and it was just us like sort of doing a hot potato. Like you'd sort of take in something from the left side, you'd do sounds, and you'd pass it on to the right, and then the next person would hot potato that, and that was a lot of fun. But I think what's more interesting is my worst performing videos.
Let's hear. Let's hear.
It's really funny, you know, some of my favorite videos I've ever made have been my worst performing ones. And a lot of the time it's because they were just like passion projects that I didn't do for anyone except myself. One video I did, which, I mean, when I say it performed terribly, like it still got 250,000, like 200,000 views, which is still
Terrible.
fantastic.
Flop.
Which is still like amazing objectively, but
Yes, of course.
you know, relative to how my stuff usually does, I guess. I have a background in classical piano. I studied classical piano at university and have a bachelor's degree in it. And I wanted to get some use out of my degree because I'm like, I just don't use it. And so I know a lot of people, going off what you were saying about white noise and listening something to go to sleep. I know people listen to classical music to go to sleep. And so I wanted to do basically a virtual piano recital where I practiced a bunch of classical music repertoire, some of like the most famous classical piano stuff you hear on the radio even. And I rented a huge conservatory and a huge grand piano and had a filming crew, and it's just a 50-minute video recital of me playing really famous bedtime classical music. And it didn't do very well, but I mean, as probably the most money I've put into a video by itself, and it was so much fun to do. So it's always, and then sometimes I'll be like, oh, this video flopped, I'm just going to quickly pump out a video at the studio, and then it does really well. So
100%.
yeah, I know. Yeah. So it is what it is, but
give people what they want so that you can also go do your passion projects. Jojo, thank you so much for enlightening me. I got one step closer today to hating ASMR a little less. And I have to be honest, I don't really hate it. It just sometimes gives me the ick. But now that I have a face to the name, right? A face to the art, I definitely feel that I can appreciate it more. And you just made a new follower, not that you need anymore, a new follower out of me. And on that note, I know that my mom listening right now wants to follow you. How do people listening right now find out more about Jojo? Where can we find you online?
So you can just type up Jojo ASMR on all platforms, and I'll be there.
I figured.
So Google's a resource here.
Google is a resource.
There you
Jojo, we cannot wait to have you in the United States at your international MSG premiere, the Jojo ASMR Live Silent Disco, produced by Tyler Mount, all rights reserved. And if you ever figure out the whole listening to the sperm thing, you know where to find me, okay?
I shall, yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so nice.
Thank
I love
you.
being able to, speak at a normal volume. It's really nice every once in a while. So
I love it. It's great on this side. So, Jojo.
And thank you for your work, Jojo, because some of us really like it.
It's all good. I do it for everyone else, and it's,
I love this.
I'm very grateful.
So in the wise words of Jojo, I'd like to say, thank you for coming today.
Awesome. That was so good.
Oh, thanks, Jojo.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Bye.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Toodles.
Oh my God. I feel like I have witnessed you. Like, I feel like you just introduced Oprah to me. Like, you're over there all starstruck. You're like in heat. You're
I'm
sweating.
just giddy.
Younger than springtime, are you? I'm like,
I wish
how long
you
have
just
you
did
known
live
Jojo was coming to be
ASMR.
on the podcast? How long have you known that?
Like a week.
And you've kept it inside? You didn't even mention it to me?
No,
Could you sleep last night?
barely.
Okay.
Barely.
Do you feel a little bit like, I'm sorry, like kind of cool? You're like, I know Jojo. I know Jojo.
I'm just sweating still, personally.
Are you going to tell
Which,
all
like,
of your
is it
ASMR
new?
friends?
I don't have ASMR. I'm not in the community.
Now you are. Now
So
you
true.
are, Ashley.
So true.
You're a
I
member
just
of the
wish the
community.
whole show was him doing the ASMR because whoa. Also, I'm like, I know why his piano one didn't do well because that's just music.
You're like, Jojo, spoiler, that's called
Jojo,
music.
wrong audience, but I'm sure it's lovely. I'll listen to it.
You will listen
I
to it.
mean, but I'm
Ashley,
like, was he playing it soft? Come on.
no. I don't think that's the thing.
I don't know.
think-
I really do think my definition of ASMR is being expanded because I didn't know it was like touching your back. I was just in it for the
audio.
audio. Yeah.
Well, is it like touching your back?
That's
or
what he
is
said.
I thought he was saying it was more
He's
like,
like
a,
the
a similar
tingly-
sensation.
No, but he said it was like when you go to the doctor even and have a cranial exam. Did I make that up?
He said rectal exam, Ashley.
Shut up. It's like when you have a colonoscopy.
That is anything that makes sound is an ASMR video.
Oh, I went too far.
You did go too far. Ashley, if you had an ASMR channel, first of all, why don't we just pivot Wildly ASMR with Ashley Enterbag? Number one.
It's as if every day I got on this mic, I don't try to turn it into an ASMR.
That's true.
channel.
I'm like, that is why I have my audio piped through my ears because I can get real close and like.
Yeah, but I could do that too. And
Oh,
then
I guess
have
that's
to hear it, and
That's
then
good.
I don't have to hear my own voice. 'Cause
I know
it's
our
so-
audience probably would like us being quieter, but like, sorry.
Yeah, maybe. Oh my
What-
God. One time my mom was literally like, why are you yelling? What do you do the podcast? I'm like, they can't hear me.
But I need to project.
She
I
could
need to
hear me a
project
whole
my-
floor up, but you can't hear me through a microphone.
Oh, Ashley, I'm still dripping. I need to go take a shower because watching the two of you falling in love, they should make an ASMR Tinder. You would be like swiping right all day on that bad boy.
It's called TikTok.
I guess you're right.
But do you know what I did learn? And
What?
I mean, I constantly learn this about myself, but with all of everyone's little theories about ASMR and like evolution and the womb and me loving it, I'm a baby. I'm in the womb still.
You are a baby because you like ASMR.
I'm just a baby.
It just affirms that you're
of course,
a baby.
I love the noise. I'm a baby.
Ashley, I know you love ASMR, but I'm
Oh,
glad.
Tyler.
Why are you mocking me? I was going to say, I know you love ASMR, but I'm glad that you don't participate and that you're my loud ass friend because I wouldn't have you any other way.
Well, I do participate when I eat carrots
That's
with the
wi-
crunch.
That's wildly specific and unnecessary.
Anytime I'm crunching, I'm participating any chance I get. Oh my God, me and my coworker used to call each other and bite apples on the phone to each other. And now I know why. ASMR.
You are unhinged. Absolutely borderline.
Have you ever heard a
certifiable-
good crunch of an apple? You're
Yes, I've
joking.
eaten an apple and I'm deeply disinterested. Okay, so on that note,
you have lost the young boy in you. Mm.
I don't know if I ever had the young boy in me. I'm like young
Stop.
and hip and like cool, but nothing beyond that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Ashley, on that note, I've got to send you away. You need to go take a cold shower. I need to go like rinse my ears out with some loud music. If you're listening, you either loved that or hated that, and not because of the host, but because of the subject matter, I might add. If
Please.
you, I know.
The
If
people don't hate
you-
JoJo.
What?
The people do not hate JoJo.
Oh, no one hates JoJo. I'm saying the medium that JoJo participates
I
in.
know.
JoJo is a scholar and a national treasure to both Australia and the United States. What I was getting at
Amen.
is the simple fact that if you liked what you heard, be sure that you are following Wildly Unprepared anywhere that you get your podcasts. And of course, you can always follow me at Tyler G. Mount. Ashley, I hope you have a good night. I'll see you soon.
I hope you have a great night. I maybe or maybe won't see you soon.
Okay. That's ominous. Okay. Love you most.
Love you most.
Love you most.
Love you the most. I love you the most. I love you more than you'll ever understand. I love you the most. I love you the most. I love you the most. Okay, love you most.
Bye.
Bye, love you most.
Wildly Unprepared is hosted by me, Tyler Mount, and Ashley Enterbag, executive produced by Kate McGarrigle in collaboration with Henry Street Creative. Please be sure to give us a 5-star rating on your preferred platform and tell your friends that you just found their newest obsession. We love you so much, and we couldn't do this show without you. Okay, I'm nervous and I don't know how to finish this, so you should just shut this off now. Is anyone still with me? Just my mom? Okay, bye, Yvonne.